I call the member for Koowarta.
Thanks, Deputy Speaker. It was a historical and welcome moment for Queensland recently when the Premier announced our bold new Queensland Energy and Jobs Plan. Ambitious and achievable, this plan includes a new renewable energy target of 70% by 2032 in just 10 years' time. The beginnings of a Queensland supergrid to connect up renewable energy sources across the state, unlocking new storage opportunities and increasing capacity. You might not realise, but I was an electrician in that industry, and I can't tell you how excited I am by the initiatives in this plan, Deputy Speaker. I think this speech will need a sequel because I could talk for a while on this subject, but today I'll just talk about pumped hydro and the conversion of our coal-fired power stations into clean energy hubs. We should all know we've had Wivenhoe Pumped Hydro Power Station as part of our state-owned generation mix for decades, and Deputy Speaker, I know it well. In a previous life I was the site facilitator supervisor for the rebuild of Mount England switchyard which connects Wivenhoe to the grid. Wivenhoe, from memory, has a generation capacity of about 500 megawatts and can run for up to 10 hours on the current water supply from Splityard Creek. Wivenhoe Pumped Hydro Station was critical in stabilising the network when the coal-fired unit at Callide failed recently. With two more of these pumped hydro stations, which dwarf Wivenhoe in capacity, coming online, like big batteries that can provide generation when the sun isn't shining, when the wind isn't blowing, they'll provide a lot of security to the network. Our existing publicly owned coal-fired generators will transfer over to clean energy hubs, with workers' jobs guaranteed. Whether that means retaining the existing turbines as synchronous condensers, which basically take the place of a large capacitor bank and serve to balance the state's load against inductive loads like electric rail and stuff, or repurposing the power stations to different forms of generation, as well as the clean energy hubs providing manufacturing opportunities. There'll be plenty of jobs continuing in these stations and the towns that service them. And of course, connecting all this will be a major upgrade to our state transmission network to make the whole system more secure. I know those opposite see system stability and built-in redundancies as gold plating, but I, for one, like the idea of having backups in our system for when Mother Nature sends a worst along. And I can tell you, my old industry is pretty excited about this work coming. And the renewable future is electric, pun intended. Deputy Speaker, it's not just words. With a newly opened renewable training centre and a hydrogen training centre coming as well, we're ready to train the tradies to do this work. I'm nearly out of time. I just got to say this is a historic plan. I'm so proud to be part of the Palaszczuk Labor government delivering. I'd like to thank all the stakeholders. It's awesome.
Mr Deputy Speaker.
I call the member for Ujaroo.